is up, guys? Welcome to Berg Fishing Outdoors. I'm Corey. As you can see, we are getting into fall up here in northern Manitoba. On the North Seal River, the water tends to start to get fairly low in the fall, but it's still manageable. Anyway, today I'm gonna go do some grayling fishing. So I was just gonna do a quick little overview of the gear that I like to use. We're gonna try fly fishing, which will be interesting because I'm not a fly fisherman, but I try to be. So for fly fishing, you basically, all you need is this is a 5/6 weight 9-foot with a 5/6 weight forward line, and we're gonna use a hopper. Now these hoppers, what they resemble on the water when you're fishing for grayling is what we would call up here stone flies. So that's really all you need for fly rod. You know, you can use, I'm not sure the weights of the tippets or whatever, but 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon leader, whatever that is. And up in this area where you're going to be wading, it's going to be kind of rocky, slippery rocks. So I recommend a pair of wading boots with maybe some cleats in them. These are Sims wading boots, and all you need is just a pair of stocking foot waders. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Again, these are some Sim ones I picked up. All in all, not overly expensive, but yeah, we're gonna head down there and give her a go. I'll show you also. I'm going to take a spinning rod in. We'll try the conventional way, and we'll try the fly fishing way. There's two methods that a lot of guys use up here, and those are the two. I'll go through the spinning rod setup with you when I get down to my boat. My dock and all my boats are now on the east side of the island because you can't get out of the bay here with the water being low. So anyway, we will see you guys down at the dock, and we'll make our way to go try for some grayling. Before we get started into doing my spinning rod breakdown of what I'm going to be using, again, I think I've probably put this in almost every video I've done up north. Whenever you're coming up to these fly out trips, and especially Outpost, because you know you're doing all your own guiding for the most part. Like, you don't have a guide every day unless you book one, or you know, I don't usually guide all week, like just a few days here and there. So when you're on your own and you're not familiar with the waters up here, highly recommend Garmin InReach minis, whatever. Garmin's got a ton of different ones with GPS. If you're ever in trouble up here, you'll always be able to get a hold of somebody. I know a lot of the iPhones have satellite messaging now. The thing that I really like about the InReach is when guys have trouble up here, if they hit a rock and they're down, they can message me back at camp, and it gives me their exact location, takes all the guesswork out of everything. I can get right to them, and we can get them sorted out and get them back fishing. So definitely a small investment if you do a trip like this all the time, or you know, you can get a subscription for your trip and then put it away for the year. But anytime you go, you'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll have a way for somebody to come find you. Definitely recommended. I was going to give you a quick rundown of my spinning rod setup because I'm going to try fly fishing, and I'm going to try using a spinning rod. My spinning rod, I just have 12-pound test monofilament on a medium. It's an Abu Garcia Max Pro rod and reel combo, just your basic, nothing fancy. Get yourself a little bag of bobbers. Doesn't have to be whatever, $20 bobbers. I think I got a whole bag of assortments for $3, $4, $5. But on the end of that, I'll be using Mepps spinners. I got some with a bit of hair on them. These are Mepps Aglia shallow runner spinners, size 1. I picked these up at Stillwater Adventures in Virden, Manitoba. That's home for me. Guys run a real good store there. If you ever need anything, I tell you, their customer service can't be beat. Definitely my favorite tackle store to go to. And it's local for me. So anyway, I'm gonna get the motor warmed up here, and we're gonna trek on down to Fergus. We'll see you down there. Well, we are down at Fergus Falls, as you can see. So a thing I recommend doing, because I'm up on a rocky shoreline here and my boat's going to be sitting here, is to take off your transducer off the back of your boat. It's very notorious. You leave it on, and your boat gets whipping around if the wind shifts, and when you go to get in your boat, boom, you do not have a transducer anymore. So it's a rather simple thing to do, cost effective, you know, up here, because everything's portable. All the transducers are just on transom mount brackets, so it's rather simple to take them off. But yeah, save yourself a couple $100. Make sure you take your deucer off before you go into wade. But I'm gonna grab all my gear here, and we are gonna hike on up in and see if we can catch some grayling. See you in a bit. Alrighty, so the boat's anchored and we're gonna venture in here. As you can see, the terrain is not super user friendly. That's why I recommended getting yourself some cleats on the bottom of your boots. You don't want to slip while you're wading and get caught in rocks, and yeah, we don't even want to go there. I guess that doesn't sound like fun, but I was just going through my boat and I can't seem to find my bump board anywhere, so I'm not going to drive all the way back. We'll just kind of eyeball them to a rod or something and check them later. No big deal. Can always come back. All right, I'm gonna get in there and we'll get set up. I've been up in here for a few minutes now. I did some fly fishing. I had 2 strikes. I either caught my fly on a rock on my back cast, or a fish bit it off, maybe a small northern or something. But I came to grab more flies, and I'm going to try one of these Mepps spinners with a bobber on my spinning rod. Always be sure to pinch your barbs up here in Manitoba. Don't be cheeky, you know, there's no need. The rules are the rules. You don't need barbed hooks up here to catch fish. If you do, well, maybe you should go somewhere else. You know, I like to protect my fishery. So anyways, we're gonna try tossing this Mepps spinner. You can see my fly rod's there. I have to go get another fly. We will just wade up here a bit. I was getting them in a pool right across here, and I want to get ahead of it. As you can see, it's not the nicest walking conditions. Very slippery. I'm already over my knees here. take your time. And if you don't have super good balance, I might recommend maybe getting yourself a walking stick of some kind. But we're gonna try to get out here just a bit. Ooh, that's a deep hole there. I'm just gonna try casting here. My drag set. See if we can get anything on this. He's kind of over there. Oh, there we go, fish on. That didn't take long. I don't know if it's a grayling, but yeah, it is a grayling. Just a little guy. Sweet. So the map spinner and the bobber works. Whoa, flying fish. These guys are nuts. Oh, and he is gone. Okay. Well, you know, that worked good. Let's try it again. I'm gonna do some fly fishing too, but okay, I'm caught on something there. Oh, caught. Lots of rocks through here. All the grayling like to hide in the rocks, avoid the lake trout and the northern pike. I don't know what I got there. Oh, we'll do a recast. So I'm just actually sitting on a rock right here, just casting this out. I feel like if you're not a big fly fisher guy, this is probably your best bang for your buck. There's a fish. Oh, I lost it. Okay, let's let that float down there, kind of to where it pools up again. Yeah, of course, once it starts to go off to the sides, you got to recast. So this is the MEP spinner number 1. Not getting much there. Let's try one more cast. I'd like to get out further, but this is rather deep. I don't know. This is super deep off this side of this rock. I'm definitely not getting down there. There's probably grayling right below my feet. You know, a lot of the guides at the lodge like to just kind of hold the line in the current with the bobber just kind of like that, and then your MEP spinner gets spinning. We'll just send this down a little bit more. Let's try here for a second. I feel like they're more on the other side. That's where I was getting a lot of my rises. So I'm gonna give this one more cast. And if we don't get another strike, we will get the fly rod out, because the fly rod I was getting almost a rise every time I cast it. So Yeah, I think we will get the fly line out. Okay, well, we got one on here, and he wasn't actually even it wasn't actually even in the mouth. It was hooked in the top of the back, so it missed it. But all right, I'm just gonna shut down here. I'm gonna grab my fly rod and get a fly tied on it and bring my stuff up here, and we will give her a go up here. She's deep. Really liking these new waders. This is nice. It kind of sounds crazy, but a bear ate my other pair of waders in the spring. I had them outside hanging to dry, and well, the old bear decided that they were a yummy treat, and he tore a hole in them on me. So anyway, grab the fly rod. I'll be back in a bit, guys. And I had a guest who was recently here. He gave me this stuff. I didn't even know about this stuff. Fly floatant. I guess you just apply it to the fly. I don't know how much you need. Maybe if there's a fly fisherman out there, they can tell me if I'm doing this right or wrong, but I'm assuming you just get some of this on here and kind of get it all over the fly. So again, I'm using what you would call a hopper. They kind of resemble stone flies. Now let's see if it floats. Looks like it's floating. Okay, I'm gonna pull out some fly line. I'm gonna try standing on this rock because it's real deep off this side. We'll pull out some line. I think one just surfaced right there. All right, let's do another cast. I'm gonna pull a little bit more line. Double hauls for days because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Caught on a rock. Not sure where my fly went. There it is. Not a bad cast, I don't think. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm probably the worst fly fisherman ever. I don't do this. I do it every once in a while. All right, now we're talking. Come on, Grayling. Oh boy, that was a good cast. He's still going. All right. Strip. Strip. Perfect. I've guided fly fishermen. I've never really done it a whole lot myself. So the last two rises have all kind of been over in that pool over there. Nada. Okay, well, let's try casting upstream a bit. If I was a grayling, I'd eat that. Oh, just like that. Oh, I missed him. Right in front of me. There. Oh, yeah, they're right there. Right there in the pool. That's so cool. I'm gonna get one yet. Definitely not an easy species to fish for. It's fun and challenging. Something new for me, you know. I do a lot of lake trout. Last year the water levels were just too high to accommodate grayling fishing. These rocks were all underwater. Okay, well, that seemed to work. Let's run that back upstream again. So the thing I struggle with is having tension on my fly line for setting the hook, because it feels like I have a lot of line out there to pull in. I guess I just got to grab it and set it. I'm so used to just setting the hook. It's this is a little different, and I guess you probably want your rod tip down. Makes sense that they're here because I'm standing, like if I go off this rock, I'll probably be over my chest in water. So the pool, there is a nice pool right here. All right, let's try back on the other side. Now I'm just messing around. Oh, I don't want to get caught in that tree. How about up there? Maybe I gotta wait up a bit further. I know there's a pool on that side. So many rocks. I don't like that big stick right there. Huh. Well, maybe I'll wait up a bit. All right, I'm just gonna pause this. I'm gonna do a little walk just up here. We're gonna try to get up a little bit. All right, I'm wading a little bit deeper here now. Get some fly line out. Oh, shit. Right there. Right there. There we go. Right in front of me. And we got him. That's another nice little grayling. These things are so cool. This is always the challenging part. Put my rod in the front pocket. Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice little grayling. Quick release. See you later, buddy. Cool. There we go. So moving upstream helped. We'll try again. That one was obviously a little too small for a master angler. Basically, I'm standing right in here with the grayling. Trying to get some fly line out. This isn't a super friendly spot for casting right here. All right, let's get some. Shake some line out. All right, we'll try casting. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I guess I could probably cast this way. All right, let's try that. Maybe I'll strip a bit of line while I got it. Oh, there we go. This is money right here. Oh yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Ah. Always fishing in the trees, eh, Corey? Oh, did I get it? I caught my fly back. I guess I'm gonna have to do shorter casts. Yep. No good here for casting. But I don't know if we need to. There we go. Perfect. Nothing that time. One to the surface right there. Another one just surfaced over there. Terrible. Terrible cast. One of these days I'll get good at fly fishing. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing to do. It's kind of cool, something different. I'd rather catch a big lake trout, but I'm probably not doing any of this near the way I'm supposed to be doing it, but that's what the commenters are for. You guys need to tell me where I need to be doing this, because I'm just learning. Water's cold. I know that. See, these grayling just keep making me want to go further. Every time I come, they just keep going further on me. So now I feel like I need to walk up a bit. Right there, that's money. Man, I can see them surfacing. Driving me crazy. I'm gonna end up in the trees if I go anymore. That's a perfect cast. Okay. Well, we're gonna try going up a bit. Oh, as long as I don't go over my waders. Looks like I start coming up here now. Oh, adventure time. Good old adventure time. Maybe. That's the problem. It's hard to cast with these treed-in shorelines. And that's the pool right there. You can see it. Maybe right here. I might be able to get more of a cast right here. Oh yeah. One just surfaced again, so. Oh, missed it. He missed it. All right, now we're cooking. Now I think I know what I'm doing. So, oh, I just watched him come up to it. I'm gonna keep my rod tip low. And then if they do hit it, I'm gonna pull on my fly line. That's the problem, I don't got lots of casting room here. I guess I could turn if I can find somewhere to stand without wiping out. Ooh, that didn't feel very good. If I can turn. Alright. Let's see what this entails. I don't know how deep this is going to be. Ooh, that's a deep hole. We're not standing in that. You can't really tell where all the holes are. 1 minute you're standing in half a foot of water, you take a step and you're over your chest. It's pretty wild. I might try a different fly too. And maybe we'll go back to the conventional. So far we are 1 on the conventional and 0 on the fly rod, but it's probably because I suck at fly fishing. There we go again. I just missed one. Why do I suck? Get it together, Corey. Switch hoppers here. The other thing you can do is you can tie another leader on to the back of to the tine of your hook on your first fly. I guess they call it a dropper, maybe with a nymph. I might try that next. I'm gonna just, you know what? I wonder if this guy just floats. He's good. So I'm not going to put any floating on him, and we'll get back to casting here. Alright. So this one's kind of black and red. Stoneflies, you can actually get, stoneflies are a bug up here, and you can actually get flies that resemble them. Fortunately, I don't have any. I might get some for next season. If I'm returning. We will see if this works. So far, no rises. And my battery died, so that's why I decided it was time to switch. I don't even know if I've got one on the fly yet or not. I think I lost the one. I can't remember. Can't believe I forgot my bump board. We'll try this for a bit more. I only got one more GoPro battery with me. So if I don't get one on this go, or some, I might just switch over to my conventional. I know I'm a conventional guy. Fly fishing just isn't my style, but I enjoy it. It's kind of cool. Something a little different. Strip, 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 strip. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I got an idea. I got some line in my pocket. I'm gonna do a dropper, but I'm gonna do another dropper with another hopper. So I'm just gonna put the video on pause. It's gonna take me a few minutes because it's kind of tricky tying this stuff up in moving water, but I'll be right back. Ooh, there's a nice rock to stand on. This, if anything, you got some trees to... Ooh, that's a deep hole. Ooh, I'm gonna wipe out. I'm gonna wipe out. These rocks are so slippery. So slippery. Dangerously slippery. But this looks good. I can see the pool right there. I'm gonna try to get these guys. This is perfect. My flies got tangled. Well, you know what? I was hoping this was going to be productive, but it's not looking so good. I think what I might do is go grab a drink of water while I'm starting to get thirsty. But I'm not giving up quite yet. We'll try a little bit of fly fishing back towards this. Oh, there we go. There was one. Oh, I missed it. I don't know how they keep missing it. They're jumping everywhere right here, right in this pool. It's perfect. They're just delayed. I need them to hit it. Hit it. And here we go again. Well, if anything, I'm gonna have a cool video of grayling rising to the surface. We're not really on a hot streak now, are we? But at least you know they're here. No, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try a few more casts here. We're gonna go back to the start. It's actually closer to the mouth where I got a master grayling the last time I was here, and I know there's some big ones there, but if I say I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get another rise. So hey grayling, I'm getting ready to leave. It's gonna happen right on this cast, you watch. There he was. Did I call it or did I call it? Trees. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's a good one. Oh boy. That's a nice one. All right, let's just take our time. That's probably gonna maybe go 18. Oh, he's going into the rocks over here. That's a nice grayling. I don't think it's master. Just feels so much bigger on a fly rod. Cool. We did it. We did it. Oh, look at the colors. They're so pretty. Whoops. Look at me. I'm not even stripping this properly. Look at how pretty these guys are. That one might be close. I wonder if I could sit down here. He kind of missed it, but as you can see, sorry, buddy. There we go. Look, oh, this guy's fired up, ready to go. He's gone. Cool. Oh, and my fly rod's decided to go swimming. Yeah, all right. Guess I'm gonna have to get in the water. All right, Corey. Well, you know what? This is almost nicer than standing on that rock. There's kind of a pool right here. That's better. I'd rather stand on this nice gravel than a boulder. Okay. I guess the only cool thing about being on the rock was you could watch everything happen from above, whereas now I'm a little more down. Now I cranked it. That was fun. So he hit it on the bottom hopper. They didn't like the top one. or they haven't hit the top one yet. There's another one. Oh, I lost it. I think we're getting things figured out, folks. Oh no, we were. All right. All right, guys. So I just tied the dropper, another hopper on the dropper. Oh, now we're gonna have two. Now I'm gonna get hooked or caught on stuff twice as much. All right, let's give her a go. Two bugs, can't resist it. Definitely a little harder to cast with a dropper. That's not bad there. I'd like to get a little further out, but there we go. That's the sweet spot. Come on. Where's the rises? Right there. That's the sweet spot. Man, if I was a grayling, I would be crushing that. Oh, one rose right there. Come on. All right, let's just see what happens if we let it go downstream a bit. Maybe there's some down there in a deeper pool. The other thing a guy could do is put a fly bobber on, I guess. Kind of, it would be similar to the conventional, using a bobber. Anyway. All right, we didn't get anything there. There we go. Oh, he came off. Oh. I'm gonna get one. I'm determined. So you got a lot of options when the water's this low. I wasn't even able to get this far up this stream before, so I might try. Man, I got the casting dialed in. I just need the grayling to turn on. I had one fella here. He came in 2 days ago, and I think he caught. He stopped counting at 35. But he fly fishes a lot. He's pretty good at it. Me, not so much, as you can tell. Stay humble, my friends. We're all just little fish in the big sea. Hey, I might get some sunshine today. Maybe that'll get things fired up. I didn't, last time I came down here, it was a lot sunnier. Today's kind of overcast. It was kind of raining almost on my way out. But, man, I might have to move a little bit further upstream. No big deal. Oh, oh man. Did you see that one? That was a good one. That was a big one. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a money cast. Money. Probably scaring the shit out of these things. I don't think you're supposed to talk so much when you're fly fishing. It's all about supposed to be one with nature. Oh, 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 what the heck's going on there? I see something floating through the water. I thought it was a fish. Thought it was. Oh, here comes the sun. This is gonna be sick. This turns on. I'm gonna be pumped. Pumped. All right, well, I think we're gonna try moving upstream one more time. If I don't get anything here. They're not hammering it. They're kind of like I don't even got my reaction time to getting the hook set is. Oh, one just came right there too. Here comes the sun. Maybe I'm just gonna wait. This will get them. this will get them seeing things better, hopefully. They're absolutely loaded in these rocks. Yeah, hit the tree. Well, ooh, one just surfaced right there and I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. Fuck me. You with two hoppers. Huh. Okay. We're gonna venture on up. Oh, right. That's a nice hole right there. When you fly fish, do you throw upstream or do you throw downstream? And there's a friggin' tree again. Corey, come on, man. You are terrible today. This is... Oh, no. Ah, nuts. I caught a master stickerel. Gotta love the master stickerels. Alright. Off you go. Oh my God. Dear Lord. Alright, there we go. There we go. Man, we were on a roll, man. Caught one, hooked one, lost it. Things were looking good for a second there. Oh, my fly line's all buggered up. Oh, sun's coming out. This is money, dude. That's money, dude. You know, maybe a couple smacks on the surface, kind of get some fired up. I don't know. We'll try that. You know, just 3 casts right into the same spot. See if that gets some kind of like, oh, there's a bug landing there. This is sure nice standing in this water. I feel so much cooler. Now the sun's coming out. Oh, alright. We're gonna get one here. So much for my water break. Whoops. Ooh, there's a nice south wind blowing right at me. That makes casting fun. Oh, Corey! And I just broke it. Okay. Well, that means it's time to go get my flies out of the tree right here and go get a water break. We'll try a little bit at the front. Didn't get as lucky that time. Was hoping I could pull it out. Anyway, all right guys, I'm gonna grab my spinning rod and we are headed back that way, more to the mouth. This is just friggin' beautiful, isn't it? Pretty cool. Aha! Here's my flies. We got them. All right. Okay, guys. I got my flies back out of the tree. I was gonna go up, grab a drink of water, but I figured since I'm here, I might as well try to do some conventional. So I'm gonna try. I think I see a map spinner in the bottom there, because there's a nice little shelf right here. Look at this beautiful rock to stand on. Now that the sun's out, I can see a lot better. Oh, this is awesome right here. So we're gonna just try. We're gonna try a map spinner. Whoa. Pretty easy to cast this thing after you've been casting a fly rod. That's a nice pool right there. So the thing about the spinning rod is, I mean, I could probably do it with a fly rod too, is I can kind of hold it in position for a little bit. Water so beautiful. I feel like this pool might not be what I'm looking for. This rock is so nice. This is what I'm talking about. This is where I need to bring my fly rod. Yeah, I think I finally found something that looks good for standing purposes. So I want to be kind of right there, and maybe if I just hold my rod out. The other thing is we know there's grayling in the pool after the next set. So how about we do this? Like right there, where they haven't seen me. I'm gonna try one thing here. This is a pretty big bobber. I did bring a smaller one somewhere in my goodies. Oh no, never mind. Don't got it. It's way back at the start. Okay, let's do one more cast with this, and then we're gonna go back to fly fishing. I think this thing worked so good at the mouth. When I go back, I'm probably gonna try it again. Problem here is that I wish I could be more on that side, where I can hold it right in that current. So the MEP spinner is just kind of. But you know what? Just for shits, let's shorten the bobber up a bit. I don't know exactly what the perfect length is, but let's cast a little more upstream. I'm not sure if this method might work with the hopper even. There we go. I knew something had to give. We are figuring things out. Whoa, buddy! Boy, that one. This is on a spinner rod. This is a good grayling. Again, look at the size of this one. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. So pretty. That one's probably close, 16, 17 inches. Look at how pretty they are. And right back to bottom, he's literally just sitting right in front of me here, having a little siesta. Okay, well, so I think we figured out a technique. You don't want to have your bobber, I don't know, and I could be wrong. That could be all luck. I mean, I haven't really been hammering them, so to speak. I mean, I've had lots of rises, so I'm just gonna try that again. We'll let it kind of get up just off the side of that rock where the current's rippling around and just hold it. Let that map spinner get spinning, making some noise. It's so much easier for me on a conventional rod. I'm just not used to setting the hook with a fly rod. I miss so many on the fly rod. Basically, once your bobber gets out of the strike zone, you need to go and recast. I'm kind of glad I'm not hammering them. I also got out here, I think by the time we got started today, it was lunchtime. So I'm not sure what the bite windows are. I'm assuming for grayling, probably dawn and dusk, just like everything else. They are part of the salmonoid family, and I mean, general rule of thumb up here, the bugs are usually a lot more dawn and dusky, so either later in the day or probably first thing in the morning, I'm gonna say you're gonna have your best crack. Last time I was here, I think I was here around 9:30, 10, and I got a nice one that day, 18.5 inch. But this is really all you need. Pretty simple. You know, biggest thing is a good set of waders, and you gotta have some balance because this isn't easy. Even for me, it's challenging. It's so weird getting used to your footing in current on slippery rocks. These cleats are huge. I felt them grab a few times where I thought I was gonna lose my footing. I'm gonna try one more time with the fly rod in this spot. I got rid of my dropper, hopper. We are just going to try one hopper, the one that got hit. If I can get my fly line, there we go. Strip some line here. All right. And now that I got this nice, big, cool rock, other than you don't want to step off of it because you will go swimming. We got a little more castability. Oops. There we go. I'll pull some line out quick. There we go. There's another grayling. I got him that time. Whoa! Smallmouth bass grayling even. These things are so much fun. I've been working at Ganglers for 2.5 years, and last year was a write-off because the water levels were smoking high. So you couldn't physically get in here. These guys are so riley. Right, look at that, he cranked that hopper. Barbless hooks. the law. See you later, buddy. Right to the bottom, and he chilled out. Alright, I think I'm onto something. Either that or the bite window is better now. I don't know. Alright, I just finally found a spot that is working. I'm starting to get used to fly fishing again. A little bit of everything, you know. I'm not a fly fisherman. Okay. I guess a dog gets a bone every once in a while. I know I said I was going back to the front. We're a pool up here. I'm gonna try this one out because I didn't try it with my spinning rod, and I can get a lot further over casting wise. If the trees weren't in the way, I bet you I could get my fly line all the way across, but as you can tell, numerous times I've snagged in the tree. I did just get my fly back before I came here. That's like a really nice spot right there, right where the bobber is. Like, I mean, this pool right here, this is all deep on this side too, so there should be a bunch in the rocks. So what are we about? I don't know, maybe close to a foot below my bobber. Again, I don't know if that's right or not. Maybe I can talk to some of the guides at Egg and all. They do. A lot of them do really well with grayling. Maybe they can give me some tips. I guess whatever works for you. Alright. Well, let's try one more time. One more time. Let's do, man, I really like this spot. This is nice. Whoops, sorry, I probably just adjusted my camera and hat. I'm just gonna let my bobber do a bit of floating. Get some line out. Let's try right over there. If it would stay there, that'll be perfect. Come on, hold. Forward. Forward. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let her go a bit further. Right there, right there. Forward. Yeah. Nada. Nada. Okay. I think I'm almost out of my third battery here. I do got 2 or 3 more. Oh. Well, that's probably why we're not getting anything. Hold on. My hook was fouled up on the spinner. let's try that again. Huh, one just surfaced right here. There's a good sheet, like when you're booking trips to come up to Ganglers. I had one guest bring it. Oh, that's really no good. Anyway, there's a good sheet with everything you need and what to expect of your trips when you come up here. And you know, it's definitely good to, I would definitely recommend reading it. It does tell you exactly what you need for grayling. Like, most of the stuff is exactly what's on the paper. Even this right here, this is deep enough. Grayling, they blend so good into these rocks. You can't, like, there could be some right in front of me right here right now that I can't even see. Anyway, this isn't being very productive anymore, so I think I'm gonna head back to the front. I'll have some batteries up there. I gotta tie a new, yeah, I'm having nothing but troubles with my bobber here now. I think the deep pool is actually on this side, and then it goes back around, kind of comes down, goes that way, and then down. So all right, I'm gonna head up to the mouth. I need some water. 2:23, been here for a couple hours. We've got 4 or 5 grayling, not bad. All right guys, I will check in with you when I get back to this mouth here. Okay, we have made it back to the mouth. I'm going to cast right there. fish on right away. Just a little guy. Cool. On the map spinner. Barbless hooks. Comes out nice. See you later, buddy. There he is. Oh, hanging in the rocks, eh? They're so pretty. There he is right there. Cool. They're very delicate fish. They seem to tire out rather quickly. To be honest, I didn't even feel that one on my bobber. Oh, that was quite the cast, Corey. And I hit the trees on that cast. Okay, I'm going to go back to my fly rod, I think. I mean, the map spinner is definitely easier for me, and especially in this area with the trees on the shoreline, it makes it difficult. And my hookup ratio is obviously better on conventional because I haven't touched a fly rod in probably 2.5 to 3 years. So anyway, I'm gonna get back going on my fly rod, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I retied my hopper on. Just getting some line out here. cast. I don't really like this spot. My fly line keeps getting hung up on a rock. Right there, I like her right there. I think it's deep, right on the other side of that rock. South wind's really picking up, blowing through here pretty good now. Huh. Not really seeing a whole lot of activity here anymore. This was good first thing this morning. Maybe, or lunchtime. Maybe since the sun came out, they're further back. Whoop! Right into the frickin' tree. Got it. Like right there. That area looks good. I'm just going to focus on that. Oh, one hit it. There's one there. Okay. All right. Target zone acquired. Now, if I go to cast, my fly line is gonna get me right in the back. All right, let's get back over there. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I'd like to get one more before I have to go back to camp here. Do it again. I'm sure if I went back up that way, I could probably get into a few more. Well, that was money, dude. Money. Whoop. No. Whoa, that one's way up in the tree. Ugh, I'm terrible. This is why I just stick to my conventional rod. I don't know if I'm gonna get that one back. Where are you hooked? Kablamo. Okay, well, I'm not retrieving that fly unless I cut that tree down, and well, to be honest, that fly was getting beat up anyway. So I am gonna grab my spinning rod, try for one more. If we don't get it, I'm calling her good. So I'm going to come back down here with a bump board, and I'm going to get some measurements on some big uns. So if you're going to do grayling fishing, another thing that I think you got to really pay attention to up here is watch for the bug hatches, which I don't, you know, this time of the year might be a little more difficult, I'm thinking, because the bugs probably aren't hatching when it's cooler in fall. But you watch for the mayfly hatches, the stonefly hatches. There's got to be one more grayling out there. Right where I'm casting, there's one for sure. Boink. Well, I think that's a wrap for me on grayling. Anyway, this is where you gotta be. Anywhere in here. I'm thinking next year what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna cut some trails. Probably, I think I've seen an old trail down here somewhere. And if a guy can just walk right in and get right to that big rock, it's not terrible. Even up here, when the water's a little bit deeper, I think this is a good spot. I mean, there's a channel through this whole thing, so try one right there. Yep. That's it for me. It seems pretty slow now. They aren't rising. We're kind of middle of the day. My bite window is probably kaput until later. Yeah. So we're gonna head back, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of a somewhat tutorial on how to catch grayling up here on the, well, this isn't the North Seal River here. This is Fergus River. It's one of five inlets that I have coming into my water system over where my outpost camp is here. And I'm sure if I went up into the North Seal, I could probably find some spots there as well. But anyway, guys, have a great end of your open water season, and we will see you soon. Cheers.